to Shore Urban Medicine. Welcome to our Shore Urban Knowledge. Today we do have a good one for you. We have blackberry root and so forth. And I'm so excited about this herb because it does so much for you and everything. Blackberry root is a bitterant. It is the root, and most people who formulate this herb and so forth does formulate it in a tonic. Some may formulate it in a elixir because elixir is a little bit sweeter and it kind of like takes a little bit of the bitter and off and so far. But most people, they, when you need stuff and it tastes bad, it just tastes bad, but it does you a whole lot of good. So most people just prefer the tonic and all that. So let's get into it and let you know how great this blackberry root is and so far. And it's the old time remedy, so it's not nothing new. It's something that you may or may not know about and so far, and all that. But it is a good herb to have and so forth if you have any of these symptoms and so far. It is great to have. People use it for anemia. They use it to regulate men's diarrhea, fluid retention. Also, diabetics use it as well. It is also used for gout. Again, fluid retention. It also aids in cancer and heart diseases as well. Now, I do know several people who do use this for diarrhea and also use it for fluid retention. These things are pretty much common, and things like that. Fluid retention, of course, and diarrhea, and also, unfortunately, cancer and heart diseases as well are very common and so far. But I do know a few people, as I stated, that do use this for the diarrhea purposes and also for the fluid retention purposes and for gout. Okay. So it does pretty much work for these people. I don't know if it works for all people. I don't know because everybody is different, but it is a good herb to have if you do have any of these symptoms that I just mentioned and things like that. This blackberry root is a strong herb and so far. So you do have to, especially if you heart diseases and things like that, you do want to make sure that it doesn't interact with any of your other medicines and things like that. So you do want to seek a herbalist or healthcare provider in taking this particular herb. Well, in taking any kind of herb, before you begin an herbal regimen, seek a herbalist or healthcare provider. And that's what I always say about you just say it at the end. So yeah, it's just to be cautious and also to make sure that the herbal medicine that you are taking or wanting to take and so far is not going to interact with any of your traditional medicine. As I've said many times before, a lot of the people that come to us and so far, herbalists that is, have already seen the doctor, already being treated by a doctor, and apparently things are not going well. So they want to try something else. They want to include something. Some want to include something else, and then some people just want to get rid of the medicine that get weaned off the medicine that they're actually taking because they just want to go natural, to take something that's going to be less harmful and so forth and things like that. And we do know that most traditional medicine, man-made medicines, are harsh and they do may help you with one thing, but they create another thing. So a lot of people who are under doctor care, especially people that have been under doctor care for actually a long time and so far, and they're not getting any better and so far. These are the people that had actually come to herbalists and so far to seek help, to seek, natural help, to try to get weaned off and, whatever medicine that they are on and things like that and all that. And me personally, and I'm pretty sure all other herbalists do the same thing, tells you to seek a herbal healthcare provider. When you're asking them for that, they're saying, seek me, get some information, or seek someone who could give you the information to make sure there is no interaction or bad interaction and so forth with the traditional herbal medicine you take, because nobody's going to tell you to stop taking your traditional medicine and so forth. You just want to be safe with the herbal medicine you want to take and with the traditional medicine that you're already taking. So now you have that and so forth. So again, like I said, it's just a cautionary thing to do that and so forth, because a herbalist can pull up your medicine that you're taking, and they also can pull up the herbal medicine and so forth. And so can a healthcare provider. They can do the same thing to make sure those medicines doesn't clash or don't have any bad interaction and so forth. So when you are taking, especially also to something as strong as blackberry root and so forth, because some of these herbal medicine are kind of strong and things like that. So that's one of the reasons you need to do that research and so forth. And you can also do the research yourself. Pull it up yourself to see what's going on, to see if it's going to fit you, and try it out and things like that, and everything. So again, blackberry root has been used. It's an old time remedy. It's been used for a while, and most people will use it as a tonic. Now, sometimes the tonic might have a little honey in it to offset some of the bitterness, and then sometimes it doesn't. So there you can also do an elixir. An elixir will have maybe a little lemon or maybe a little honey or something in it, again to offset the bitterness, because this is a bitter herbal medicine here, blackberry root, and it does aid in anemia, regulates men's diarrhea, fluid retention, and gout. It helps diabetics. It also aids people with cancer and heart diseases. And when you say cancer, we're talking about a long range of cancer, because there's all kinds of different cancers, and heart diseases as well. There's several different types of heart diseases and all that stuff as well. So you have to take all of those things in consideration. As I stated, I do know a few people that does use blackberry root, but they use it for diarrhea, fluid retention, and gout, and so far, and all that. But it can be used, as you can see, for those other issues as well. And there's actually more, but these are the bullet points. This is when I did my research. These are the things that come up, and so far, and everything. And but that is information out there for you to take a look at, to do your research and so forth. Do your research, then come back, ask some questions and all that good stuff and everything to get the help you need, because I always say too that your health is your number one priority, and that means that if you got to sit down and do that research and so forth, then that's what you need to do. And I was just speaking to my husband at lunchtime, and we was talking about different types of surgery for nerves and things like that. I do know that they do use like laser thing when they're burning cancer out of you and things like that, cancer cells, destroying cancer cells and so forth. And you have a damaged nerve. It was seen that they could do the MRI and also check to see where the bad nerves are, and do the same thing instead of doing the operation and things like that. As you guys know, my husband did have that back surgery and all that, and my daughter is having back issues as well. But the procedures for her treatment is different from my husband's treatment and so forth, where she will be treated with laser. I would have rather had that done, the laser done, than the actual cutting and back surgery that my husband God. But thank God he's still up, walking, working, and all that stuff. Thank God for that and so far. But it is a scary time when you having surgery, or actually, it's just a scary time when you have any medical issues and things like that. And you want to be proactive. You want to get on that and do as much research as you possibly can before you decide to go to the doctors and things like that. Because when you go to the doctor, for one thing, you want to have a good conversation with them. You know, you want to be or show them that you are as intelligent about your medical issue as you possibly can, and things like that, so that they know that, you know, they can't just give you a bunch of fillers and so forth, and that's that. But anyway, not to say all doctors will do that and so forth, because a lot of times, you know, some doctors will break it down and explain to you, and then sometimes they don't. Let's just, you know, keep it real. But anyway, you need to do your own research on these type of things and so forth to choose and pick the best service for you and things like that, and everything, because you know, your health is your number one priority and so forth. And you know, anything can go wrong, and all that. But it does help when you do your research, know who to pick, find the right doctor to choose from, and all this and that and so forth, to do the service. Be confident in the doctor that is going to do the surgery and all this and that. But anyway, not to go down a rabbit hole with my whole family history. Sorry about that. Just bringing out some real stuff here, to let you know what we're dealing with, you know, to help you, prevent you from dealing with the same things and all that. So this is what we're dealing with here and so far. Life is real, illness is real, surgeries are real, herbal medicine is real, and so is traditional medicine. So we need to keep all that, you know, in our heads and so forth, and to make sure that, you know, we do the right thing for ourselves and so forth. And until next week, we'll have another short herbal medicine. Who knows? I may give another family uh, antidote to you and so forth, about, you know, our family medical history and all that. Don't know. But anyway, you know, enjoy yourself. Keep life as healthy as you can. Live a wellness life, is, you know, what I'm trying to say, as best you can. Do your research. Make sure you seek out the help you need and get the help you need, so that you can stay well and do the things you want to do. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.